Hello, everybody. Hello, Sai. Hello, Coco. Hello, Viper. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. I I was very enraptured with the Unis Honest stream that's going on right now because it's Unis Honest Day again. Hi, Shogi. Oh, I almost missed Shogi. Um, but yeah, I don't know if any of you guys know about this, but I was like a huge fan of Unis Honest. I think we might have changed audiences since then. Hey, 40. But yeah, so I was a huge fan of Unis Honest, and for the last couple years, every time Unis Honest happens, they do like an Unis Honest day where they like reminisce over it, and it's just like I got really distracted watching the Unis Honest day stuff from Markiplier and Ethan. Um, it's so weird that his name is like Ethan Nestor properly now and not like Crank Gameplays. I don't know why that's weird to me, but it feels weird to me. Um, like especially when Markiplier is still Markiplier. Like Markiplier had a good enough name, and it's based off his name, so that makes sense. But I like I was expecting him to go by like have his channel be EEF, like EEF, like he had for a little while. But anyway, yeah, I got really distracted because right as I was about to start stream, I found out that they were live streaming that, and I wanted to keep watching, but I'm like, no, I have a stream to do. So, but yeah, like I said, big fan of them. They're a big reason why I'm streaming still, actually. Just just because like Unis Honest happened at a good time for that. Where I was like burnt out on everything I was doing, and I'm like, I was really thinking about quitting, and I don't know, they had a really good message of like, are you spending your time the way you want to be? And anyway, there's like a whole thing with that. But yeah, but yeah. So as for today, I don't 100% know what I'm doing today. I but I have options. So, you know, as far as like what we're doing, I'm just going to kind of pick something, I figure. But yeah. So so as far as like the big things, we do have uh like I don't know. Where was I going with that? As far as like big games go, I've thought about playing some more of the mascot horror games just because like while horror season is over, I think I might have enough time left in November to sneak one more horror game in. And I thought something like Poppy's Playtime or Bendy and the Ink Machine would probably be short enough to we could get through it pretty easily to sneak one more horror game through before we get to Christmas time. Um, Another thing that I was thinking about playing was the SteamWorld heist games. I don't know anything at all about the SteamWorld games, but I essentially one of my current favorite bands, Steam Powered Giraffe. I almost said Steampunk Giraffe. Um, they do all the music for the SteamWorld heist games, and I don't know. I just think I think that could be a fun thing to do. Um, what else did I have lined up? But yeah, like I said, I have a solid handful of games all pre-downloaded. So, um, I also thought about doing I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, but I don't actually know about the content of that because that is an older game, 96, dang. Yeah, but it is also uh one of the big things I know about it is it's like one of the main inspirations for the Amazing Digital Circus. So I thought maybe that would be make it kind of interesting. Just get some possibly get some spoilers for Digital Circus by playing its main inspiration. But that was just an idea. Like I said, I don't know anything else about that game other than it's Digital Circus but messed up, and it's what Digital Circus is based off of. Hi, Coco. I'm Yeah. Like I said, I have that downloaded. The funny part is I actually reference it even in the Discord. The I have no mic, but I must voice chat channel. I just find that funny. Oh, and the last thing is somebody gifted me the Finding Nemo game, and I just feel like that would be goofy to stream just because somebody gifted it to me. Like I don't even like that's not even in like my top 10 Disney movies. I just think it's funny that I have the game. Like, yeah, let's just play Finding Nemo for the Nintendo GameCube in 2025. That's funnier. So you played I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? Is it good? Like I said, I don't know anything about that. Um but yeah. So yeah, I see. I see. The panda says all. Um but yeah, so yeah, I have some meme games. I have some horror games, and I'm wondering what kind of vibe are you guys feeling for the next little bit? I have to give a content warning for that game. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll skip over it then. And maybe that's something I'll have to go look into more before I even consider it then. That hmm. I feel like I should know exactly what we're getting into with it if that's the case. But yeah, so I would say my three big game options, I would say. Um, so the three big options would be so the big options would be do you guys want a meme game, a horror game, or Steam World, which is a game about robots? Which of the let's maybe we'll do a poll. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I'll probably do all three. I'll be honest. I'll probably do all of them. I'm just like I didn't pick which one. And then I also have Voices of the Void. I thought about doing Voices of the Void. I like I said, I'm kind of just in like any feedback kind of mode would be great. Um, never saw a single thing of Unis Honest. That's totally fair. Unis Honest was like Markiplier's big uh 1 year experiment. Markiplier and Ethan Nestor did a big experiment where they did a video every day for a full year, and then they deleted the whole channel at the end of the year. So the whole idea was it was supposed to show people to like teach you to appreciate life and living in the moment. or something. Like it had an actual message, and they tied a lot of the episodes into that message, and it was really fun. Know all about. Okay, okay. Just I never know with people. I'm sorry, Viper. um, I Hey Archangel. But yeah, I should play Visage. What's Visage? Um, but yeah, we're at the part of the year because there's this part of the there's this part of the year always happens, where I've ran out of ideas for a minute and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Okay, Visage. Psychological horror game. I don't own this game, but I will add it to my list. All right. It's okay. You'll know all about me someday. Yeah, for sure. Um. All right. So yeah, no, I'll put Visage on my wish list. I put Visage. That is Visage. But yeah, no, I'll look into it. Like I said, we were doing a lot of horror games lately, but like I could only handle 3 hours. Um, but yeah, we've been doing a lot of horror games lately, but also, for Halloween. But I'll be honest, Dino Crisis was supposed to be a horror game, and I thought it would be a lot more Resident Evil-y than it was. And the first one was perfect. The first Dino Crisis, perfect. Then as we went through the games, they kind of got weirder and more sci-fi. So, I mean, kind of feel like we didn't really do the horror game for Halloween, really. It kind of feels like we just did almost more like a summer game. Like the more I played Dino Crisis through, the more it felt more like I said, like a bright and sunny like day kind of game. A lot more bubbly. Were people dying? Yes, all the time. Dead bodies everywhere. But at the same time, like, how is that different than like Elden Ring? You know, and past the first game, there was nothing scary at all. Although I will say the raptors in that first game were actually kind of terrifying. Sci-fi with dinosaurs. Yeah, exactly. God, I still can't believe the plot of that game. Like, I am still just in shock over the whole plot of that game. We tried to invent the ultimate power source. No one will ever pay for electricity again. And it was a time machine and brought the dinosaurs back. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about all the dinosaurs coming back from our reactor? We have to shut it down, obviously, but what are we going to do with the dinosaurs that are here? We have to send them to the future so they don't get wiped out. Why? The dinosaurs get wiped out anyway. Why? So, like, why do we need to send them to the future? At that point, why don't we just keep the dinosaurs? All right, we'll send people into the future with the dinosaurs to take care of the dinosaurs. That's just complicating the problem. And then we'll send people throughout time to go do things with the dinosaurs in the future. Why are we sending World War II soldiers in to deal with the future dinosaurs? At a certain point, it just felt like a bunch of scientists going, what if we did this? You know what I mean? Like, they stopped having a plan somewhere with their mad science and they just started just doing stuff. Just like, we figured out how to make the time machine grab things other places than just the dinosaur era. Okay, cool. But you probably shouldn't do that. We're gonna do it anyway. Like, I walked away from it having more problems with the plot than anything with, like, being scared after the first game. Yeah, just send a bunch of rednecks from Texas to the future with the dinosaurs. Go have fun. Sounds like a Doom game plot. Pretty much. Like, the whole premise, the whole point of it, like, I really thought it was just gonna be like Jurassic Park, Resident Evil. And the first game was, but afterwards it just went off the rails. God. Yeah, so it just stopped being a horror game at a certain point, and that's fine. But, it'd be like I said, I still feel like it's a good time to go throw in one more horror game before Christmas when horror has to probably be banned for the month of December for vibes. I don't make the rules. Like, I cannot imagine. Like, something about that is just funny to me. It's just like, yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. As people get, like, eaten by monsters. Like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't feel right. So, I've, like I said, maybe we'll, I don't know. One more horror game? Or do you guys want to just move on from horror for the year? What do you guys think? Because, yeah, like I said, I don't feel like, I really don't feel like Dino Crisis hit the horror vibes. Uh, but yeah, no, Doom has a lot of really goofy plots too. It's just like, Doom is just like, yeah, we were digging up Mars and we found a portal to hell. One more good horror game. All right, all right. Now, would you want mascot horror, something like Mimi and Kitty, or would you guys rather like a serious horror game? Because I have one of each downloaded right now, ready to go. Serious horror game? Okay, okay. All right, so that actually leaves us with either Heavy Rain or Callisto Protocol, which Callisto Protocol is only kind of installed, so I might actually have to do something with that one. Anyway, Heavy Rain, new game, Ball X Pit. What is that? I can go look into that. Heavy Rain? Is Heavy Rain a movie? Heavy Rain is like a horror game version of so if you guys remember, like, to anyone who's here when we played Detroit Become Human, it's like that, but horror. So it's all about like a dad trying to investigate in the murderer of his son. It's the game where you could where there used to be a bug in it where you could call for your son for the entire game. So you're just like, Jason, 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 the whole game. But that was a bug. You're not supposed to. They've actually fixed it since, so you can't do the forever yelling Jason. But it's otherwise it's a serious horror game. It always seemed fun and interesting. Uh, Ball X Pit. That's what I was gonna look up. What's Ball X Pit? Uh, this looks all right. A brick breaking roguelike. You know what? You know what? I'll download the demo and I'll check it out. All right. It's interesting. If you play Heavy Rain, your fingers will get a workout. I mean, I don't know. Loop X Hero. I never played either. I'd never played that game either. I'll be honest, I've never really been a roguelike person. I just never really played those. I think the one I've played the most is Binding of Isaac. And not even like the remake that everybody was like really big into like a year or two ago. I'm talking like the original Binding of Isaac. And I think that was like the only roguelike I ever like got into. Thank you for the care package, Viper. I will do that. Time to find a co-op roguelike. Yeah, that'd be fine. I mean, in a certain sense, isn't Peak kind of a roguelike? Uh, have you played Midnight Fight Express? I haven't played that one either. Uh, but yeah, I've been trying to think of like some more fun things to play. Because yeah, like that's the funny thing about like I said, the funny thing about streaming is sometimes you'll just go and you'll be like, yeah, I have like months of I have months of content in mind. And then one day you'll suddenly just be like, I have nothing. I have nothing, and I probably won't get something like an idea for several weeks. Just like I'm out. It's break time. Pika's random gen, not really roguelike. Oh, okay. I was just thinking because I don't know, like Binding of Isaac has. Do I play Arc Raiders for the umpteenth time? No idea of games. You know what? I feel that like I kind of wish that like I'd never had a game. I haven't had a game like that in a while. But I've had games where I just like I don't know what to do, so we're gonna do this again. It's an indie game from a few years ago. I think I used to do that with VR chat a lot, where I'm just like I don't know what to do. Let's just hang out in VR chat. So usually we keep our addictions off stream. Wait, huh? Indie game from a few. But yeah, no, I haven't even heard of Midnight Fight Express. I'm sorry, madam. But yeah, but yeah, that's what I used to do when I was like out of things. Just I'd just go find somewhere pretty to sit in VR chat and talk. Ah, yes, yes. Usually we keep our addictions off stream. Well, the thing is that I think the game that I consistently go back to the most is probably Fortnite. And I have thoroughly established that nobody, like, that y'all don't like me playing Fortnite on stream. Add it to the list. You know what? I'll look it up. I will add it to the games to look at. Uh, oh, easy. All you need is a mirror world. Hey, what? Um, Midnight Fight Express. Uh, you know what? I'll just put that on my wish list anyway, and I'll look at it later. Um, feel called out. um, but yeah, like that's what I always used to do. Mirror dweller. I don't know if I ever was like a mirror person. Like sometimes I would be. Like I've known that I've done that before, just sit and stared at me in the mirror. But I think usually I am like my usual go-to thing in VR chat is I will like just go forward. I will just like lay back in my chair and just like walk around all half-bodied lazy and just look at stuff in VR. That's probably my usual go-to thing to do. Just world hopping. Fair. Um, yeah, like sometimes I'll just like that was always a big thing is I'd just like pick a subject and search worlds and stuff. Like I think one of the last big searches I did on VR chat was like Fruitiger Arrow, and I sat and looked at Fruitiger Arrow worlds. Uh, but funny enough, I think I played the majority of VR chat by myself. I don't think I ever really hang out with people in VR chat anymore. But I don't go into VR chat almost at all anymore either. Like it's very rare for me to go hop in. And when I do hop in, it's usually because like all my friends decided to do a VR thing. They actually kind of stopped inviting me now that I think about that. Time to change that VR chat plan soon. All right. I'll look forward to it. But yeah, now that I think about it, I think like my friends haven't even. I don't even know if my friends have been doing VR stuff because like I haven't been hearing about it. So they're either doing it without inviting me now, or they are. All of my friends have kind of fizzled out on VR chat for a minute. But yeah, I. But yeah, no, I used to like live in VR chat a lot. I would just do VR chat like all night with people. Uh, VR chat. Ha ha ha. Ba 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 ba. Um, but yeah, uh, what? Lost my train of thought. Games. Um, but yeah. The game I probably like back up into the most, like, is just as far as when I'm like, I don't know, like I just want a game to play is usually Fortnite, and I know that y'all don't like watching that because I have tried streaming doing like Fortnite events and stuff before, and it was generally ill received. Everyone was like, play something else. It was the only time I've ever had streams where I've been asked to not play that game. Do something else. And I'm like, okay, I'll stop shooting people in this game and go find another game to shoot people in. It's fine, I guess. And like I don't blame people. But I know a lot of people have a weird thing against Fortnite. I don't know. I like doing the thing where I'm Goku and I shoot Superman with the shotgun in Springfield from Simpsons. Like I don't know. That's just fun to me. Um, do the things you enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I just play it off stream. If people don't want to see it on stream, then I'll just do it off stream. But um like Unizonis. Yay. Um what? But yeah, the other thing that I've been really kind of thinking about doing is so okay, I've talked about this recently about the how I've been in talks with friends to do a return of the big Minecraft server, the big Minecraft server, but I could not figure out how to do it myself, like on my computer server because I've brought this up before, but I actually own I own both a big gaming server or a big gaming computer and a like immediate like a whole like PC server. Gotta buy a new account. Oh, for sure. Um, but yeah, so since like I said, it's just a thing that I've been thinking about doing again. Like maybe I should just pay for it, honestly. Like it's been an idea that I have floated around a bunch. We've floated around. Maybe it would be a good idea to just do it again, just actually do the mod pack that I already made and go throw it up as a like a full proper like server and just pay for it and make it real that way. Since I couldn't really figure out how to since I couldn't really figure out how to make it uh brain not braining. Why? Since I couldn't figure out how to host it myself with my server. So instead we like I said, maybe I should just pay for it, make it just happen. Cause like it's been like a while. It's been a year since I was trying to make the Minecraft server. And it's been like 2 years at least since the last time my friends did a big group Minecraft server. So I feel like it has been a long enough time that we could try doing like the big SMP thing or whatever and just, all right, have fun, people. Are really game server savvy? Want me to ask them? Uh, maybe. So the issue I was having is that I can't get it so that the server that I put on, like the Minecraft server that I put on my personal server, was accessible to the outside, even though I opened the ports and did all the things that it was supposed to you're supposed to do. It just wasn't actually hosting, So I just couldn't figure out how to get that to work properly. So yeah. But yeah, no, if you know anybody who knows how to do that, I would appreciate getting them sent my way, because I sure don't know what I'm doing with that anymore at this point. But like I said, I might just pay for it, because this whole time the only reason we haven't already done it is because I didn't want to pay for it. So um which is a very silly thing to have be the reason why you haven't done something. Um But yeah, also, I'm actually really excited for Christmas, because I actually do have a Christmas plan for this year. I don't have like specific games or anything, but I have a Christmas present for all of you somewhat. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, um, what? But yeah, so yeah, like I said, the other idea I have is a mine is maybe we'll try to get the Minecraft server up here pretty soon. Um, but yeah, but yeah, I'm not sure. Like, the funny part is about Christmas is that I know a lot of people do like Christmas stuff for first, like, Christmas, obviously. But I'm like, how do you what do you do for Christmas, like stream wise? There's not like there's Christmas games. Hi, thank you. Welcome in, Sam. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah. Yeah, I I do love that everybody loves the like a Christmas VR party. Ooh, that could be really fun. But like, I guess that would be good for like a community night thing. Uh, every single year, I believe every year, all of my friends do a New Year's VR party where we go to the New Year's VR chat world, and everyone usually gets everyone usually gets drunk and just hangs out until the latest person's New Year's. But it's always a good time. Of course, I was always the person who was in the latest time zone, so no one was willing to wait for me usually. Yo, Samuel, welcome to the Celvion Legion. I hope you have a cell of a time, and thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Um, and also here pretty soon, there's not a set date, but we do have another Cell of a Night lined up. Um, we also, and also, I guess just throwing this out again, because I haven't thrown this out in a minute. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Waiting for New Year's. Sign me up. Yo, let's go. Aw. But yeah, the other thing I was going to announce is so since we have new people, Sullivan Night is my talk show that I do where I bring somebody on and we kind of half interview them, half just hang out. Usually, we chit chat about them and whatever, chit chat and talk about their interests, and it's just like a nice way to shake things up. But it's also in podcast form, and I am just throwing it out there again that the first 7 episodes are already live on that, and there'll be another episode every Saturday at 1 a.m. being released until we're all caught up. And then they will just be like the next day or pretty soon thereafter every time we do a Sullivan Night going forward. Insert laughter from funny stream title. Let's go. Welcome in, Termunculus. Hi. It's good to see you. But yeah, so we have another Sullivan Night lined up here pretty soon. It'll be announced in the Discord here pretty soon, I believe. I am waiting on getting the stuff to make the announcement stuff for it. So because I like trying to treat it like it's a like an event, you know. I like making the thing. Amethyst, I thank you. A lot of people are suddenly showing up today. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Um, but yeah, so thank you, Rex. I thank you. I appreciate it. Dang. I'm like, what happened? Suddenly, like 5 or 6 new people showed up all across all the platforms all at once, just like just barely. Anyway, but yeah, so Sylvanite, it's almost caught up. I believe we're on episode 13, and we have the first 7 episodes posted on you can access them on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Sadly, those are the only 2 places I could post it. Can I talk about Spotify for half a second? So Spotify is really bad for music, right? I'm sure you've all heard this, right? Spotify is so bad for music because people make like nothing off of it, and it's they something about AI and all that blah 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 blah. But you know what is really funny to me? Why is the podcast revenue share so much better than the music one? So like the podcast revenue share for Spotify is the same as YouTube. It's just you get 50% of all ad revenue we place upon your podcast. And you're just like, well, somebody's listening to it. And I'm like, oh, that's actually a pretty good deal, actually. But then, like, for music, it's for every play, you get like 10 cents or like a single cent. And it's just like, huh. You know what I mean? And it just like something about that is so funny to me that just like, yeah, no, podcasts, you can make the big bucks. All the views, it's going to be just as good of a revenue share as YouTube. Music, screw you. It's not like we're a music app first or anything. It's just something about that is so funny to me. Why do they have different revenue shares? Anyway, like I said, I just find that really amusing, especially since I've been having to mess with Spotify a bunch for posting the Sullivanites. But yeah, we should have a new Sullivanite coming out here pretty soon. We're gonna have my friend Jams on. They are a how would I describe Jams? I believe they are right now they are now a spider person. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by, Viper. I hope you have a wonderful day. Um, but yeah, I believe they're currently a spider person. Is my friend Jams. So they used to be a yandere horror streamer. No, you what? Um, but yeah, they used to be a yandere streamer. They play a lot of horror games. They're really funny. Um, but yeah, they should be their episode of Sylvanite should be happening pretty soon. Not sure when exactly just yet. That'll be announced in the Discord. We are probably going to be streaming Callisto Protocol today because everyone wanted a serious horror game. So when I was asking what people thought I should do, when I did not really know, we're either going to do Callisto Protocol today or maybe we'll just make this a full just chatting stream. We'll see. If I run out of things to talk about, we're going to start Callisto Protocol. How about that? That'll be the rule here. Because it's already kind of getting to the, you know what I mean? It's already getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know how far I could get into a game if I started it right now. But good night, Amethyst. I'm sorry I just now actually fully read that message. Good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. I also think it'd be, I don't know. I also think it'd be kind of interesting to try to do a to do a. But I also think it'd be fun to try to do some more of those like Marble on streams, just because like I had a lot of fun doing it like last time. I I don't know if I want to bring it back regularly, but I like that that's still going. You know, like I appreciate that that is still a thing because like that was one of the first things I did a lot of on stream. Like I think there's at least about 100 followers I got just from like out of my followers count down there. At least 100 of them are entirely just from marbles. So, but yeah, so yeah, like I said, I think we're gonna dang. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's funny to me because like if you ever stream that game, you'll have a ton of people who will pop in every single time you play it just to like farm their marbles, and they will just be like, I like your voice and you're doing marbles, and they'll just have it going on in the background with like macros or whatever, and you'll like you get so many people doing marbles, not even joking. Will they pop in for anything else? No, but but I just like well maybe they will, I don't know, but I just like that I was just thought it was really funny how many like that's like one of the only ways I could be like you're guaranteed to get people to pop in is marbles. People are crazy for that game. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I I actually feel like my voice could be better. I am actively working on it, but I do appreciate that you like it. Like I always am happy when I hear people say that they like my voice. Uh I also I actually I put in an audition for a voice acting gig recently. Although I it is for a horror game made by a Mexican game studio, and it's for the English dub of this horror game. I don't know much about it because instead of showing it off the game when they put up the ad, they literally just said it's like these two games. We don't feel it. They even said they don't feel comfortable showing the game off. So yeah, I hope they pick me too. I will be playing. I will be playing a male character, and we will be fighting zombies. It'll be great. Anyway, it will be great. Anyway, like I said, I'm really hoping they pick me. I still think that would be a fun idea for a stream, is we just go hop on like castingcall.com. This is just an idea I have, is we go hop on castingcall.com and we just have it's just a stream of chat picks things for me to audition to. Holy crap. Yeah, I have a really big range. Like the bottom of my register is is like I can kind of do like a Solid Snake or a Optimus Prime impression, and the top of my range is like around here, but also like SpongeBob. I could do a really good SpongeBob impression. Anyway, but I am working on it. I am trying to get to have uh a more fembob. Yeah, I'm trying to get the more feminine voice. Uh but you know what I mean. It's one of those things you have to like your vocal cords are like a muscle. You have to like stretch them and try to be able to get them to do the things you want them to do. Hold on. We'll just do a deep voice one too. Autobots, roll out. Yeah. Uh, I have been told though I should probably stop doing all the deep voice stuff, even though I find it funny to see it coming out of this body. Just be like, yo. deep voice. Something about that is really funny to me, but I've been told that that might be a good idea to not do that because it keeps your vocal range to the lower register instead of having it adjust higher. So I wish I could because I'm with a deep boomy voice. That's fair. Uh but yeah, no, I've always wanted to be a voice actor. That was a big thing that I have worked on for a long, long time. Yo, Nationwide, welcome in. How you doing? Funny stream title. Yo, glad you liked it. In KitKat, gang gang, welcome in. How are you? Um, man, a lot of people are showing up today. I'm like, dang. Uh, but yeah, so what? But yeah, welcome in everybody. I am Cel. I am an Android variety VTuber. I do all sorts of stuff. Today is a day where I've ran out of things to do. I do lots of stuff. So I've ran out of things to do. But yeah, today I kind of ran out of things to do. I didn't really know, I didn't have a plan. I had like a list of things and I just didn't pick something and my window to stream was closing. So I'm just like, okay, let's just go live. Hi. Um uh but yeah. Oh. And we are almost to the point where I'm going to have extra money again so I can start doing stream stuff. So like we have our big plan for Christmas, but I already paid for that. So the Christmas stuff is going to be coming out here pretty soon. Um I have a whole little present for y'all for Christmas that I am looking forward to. Yay, that's amazing. Yeah. But TwitchCon wiped out all of my funds. So I have been super broke for a while because to those who didn't know, I went to TwitchCon. I carried around a cardboard cutout of myself. So if you saw that at TwitchCon, you could have met me. And I actually have tons of pictures of me meeting all sorts of cool people at TwitchCon and taking their picture with the cardboard cutout because as a VTuber, that felt like the smartest thing I've ever done. Because I'm like, how can I take pictures with any creator I see if I don't want my face to be shown? Why don't I just carry around my face? So that is the actual cardboard cutout I carried around at TwitchCon, by the way. I took the picture from when I commissioned it and I just like threw it back there as a PNG I can just turn on and off. I wish I could have gone, but sadly I'm so that is totally fair. And I'll be honest, this year's TwitchCon was not very good. So you are totally fine. In fact, this year's TwitchCon was so okay and not like amazing that me and my friends have all decided we are going to break our tradition of going every year to go to a different convention together. Because me and all my online friends try to meet up once a year for a con. And so next year, I think we're not doing TwitchCon next year. I think we might be doing Off-Kai instead, just because, yeah, TwitchCon kind of dropped the ball a little bit. And also, it's been in San Diego 3 times now, and I've seen San Diego. It's not that exciting anymore. Like, this time when we went to San Diego, we went to just the best restaurants from the previous 2 times we went to San Diego. You know what I mean? And it was just like, okay, cool. We went to the same places. You know? So it was just kind of eh. But it was still a fun time. I'm not dissing on it. It's just more of like you know, that like I said, this TwitchCon wasn't that great and I mean it was fun. Like don't get me wrong, I didn't have a bad time or anything. It's just they dropped the ball in a bunch of ways and it's in the same city. So we're going next year we're going to do either Off-Kai or we're going to pick a new con somewhere else. But I'm kind of putting my hopes on Off-Kai because I like I like going and doing the meeting other streamers and doing stuff. And I feel like a regular con is kind of eh, because I don't even go to my local anime con anymore. Really. But also, I'm not actively trying to like meet celebrities and stuff. So, and yeah. But anyway, this was all a side tangent. But yeah, so anyways, I got money. I'm gonna have money again here pretty soon, so we can actually start doing some stuff again. And one of my big things for once I finally actually recover from TwitchCon, uh, is that I do want to start trying to put some bigger YouTube videos out. Thank you. So yeah, that is a couple of the ideas for that. Is that we were either gonna do either want to do a bunch of bigger YouTube videos and like pay some people to like do like those highlight videos that all the other big VTubers do. If you would like YouTube, uh, pretty please, yeah, no, check out the socials. We have all the socials. Um, yeah, we all but uh, but yeah, we should be doing something on we should be like either like big highlight videos like other VTubers do, or the other idea is I might start saving up for a summer outfit, because I have an idea for a summer outfit and it would be on this model. So it wouldn't be a new model. It would just be an outfit. But I have already talked to my model mama, who, funny enough, I don't know why, but it's always funny to me to be like my model mama when I don't know why, but it's funny to me just that, your artist is your mama or whatever, your model mom, because the person who did my art is a guy. So something about that is just funny. It's just like, you're my mom. Just like, hi Anwi, look at me. How are you? But yeah, that's the two ideas. Either I start paying regularly for with like the upcoming VTuber stuff. Either I start paying regularly for getting some like highlight videos made, or to try to see if we can boost that up, because I never post videos, like proper videos. I do shorts. I cross post my little just like random talkie shorts sometimes, but I never like make a YouTube videos properly. So like highlight videos, or the other idea was saving up for a new outfit. Uh and I've also sat and thought about maybe it's time we finally actually try to put out a song. I've talked about that for a long time. I'll be honest, I kind of gave up on the idea of doing a lore video. Like I wanted to do a lore video for a long time, but I just never really knew what to have as to put in it. Ooh, sing songs, you say? Yeah, yeah. I do karaoke all the time. I am working on setting that up better, for the record, also. Oh, by the way, I have Syl down for a karaoke collab. This is this is more directed for Onwe than basically everybody else. But I finally got Syl by the fact that we made a wager and they lost. Now Syl has to do a karaoke collab with me. So at some point, me and Syl are doing a karaoke stream together. So, I told her it is fair game if she wants to turn it into more than just the two of us. But the requirement is that she has to sing at some point. So, yeah. But I personally do a lot of karaoke streams. I do not think I'm good. I think I am working on it, but I think I could be, depending on the song, I think I could be in the ballpark that the like vocal mixer people or whatever could actually make it good. Like I said, depending on what I do. Nice, wager the link tree worked perfect. Awesome. Yeah, uh Awesome. I actually, now that I think about it, I still need to update the I still need to go and update the Discord link in the link tree. I updated it everywhere else last night. Karaoke sounds so fun. It is really fun. I love karaoke. Um, but yeah, no, I need to go update the so this is just a funny side thing. So last night I had to click on my Discord from the link below, the links, right? And I had the weird realization that, oh, it still says invited to Celvion's server by Luton, who is my friend who is also a streamer. But they helped me set up my server when I was like forever ago. Like they helped me redo my server. So they are the ones who generated the link for everything. So I went and I edited all the little like plugins down below to be Celvion invites you to Celvion's server. And they only sat there for 4 years. Still saying that Luton invited you instead of me. So I finally updated those. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't think I updated the link tree. And I'm now looking at that stream elements message, and I feel like that might also be the Luton one. So I think I might actually have to go update more things, because boy am I on top of things all the time. I'll be honest, I let little tasks like that slide for way too long. That's Luton do be doing things. Indeed. Invasion. Yo, welcome in, Rick. How you doing? Hi. It's good to see you. But yeah, invasion. But yeah, so I finally went back through and edited all those to make them actually go to the Discord properly. Yippee! Man, like I said, a lot of people are popping in today. Like I said, I'm still just kind of in shock at how today's stream's kind of going. But yeah, so far it's been productive. We figured out what we're gonna do for the rest of November. Yo, welcome in, Planet Eater. I hope you are having a wonderful night. Everyone wants, apparently. Well, I really appreciate it. Yeah, dang. But yeah, no. But yeah, it always makes me really happy when. Hi, Sheldon. Welcome in. It always makes me really happy when I have these little waves of people like this, because it's like I've been doing this for a long time, so I you know what I mean? It's always just nice to be like, hey, you're doing great, is kind of what it feels like when this stuff happens. Sorry, not sorry. No, don't, you're fine. Um, but yeah, what? Um, you are doing so great. What? But yeah, so like I said, we should be having some more money for some stuff, like some big projects happening here pretty soon. Excited for that. Uh, Actually, I have a question for all of y'all, because so of Die of Death gameplay and the audio cut out 2 minutes into recording. Oh no, I totally feel that, because oh, thank you for the sub, Ennui. I really appreciate it. But yeah, no, I totally they're after my copper wires. But I totally feel that, because I recorded not even that long ago. I was trying to record some Let's Plays for when I was going to be away from streaming for, like I said, a week for TwitchCon. And I recorded a 45-minute Let's Play of a horror game, and I did not record any at all of the of my own voice. I recorded 45 minutes of just no audio, just game audio, and me talking and me like lip flapping over it because I every microphone I've ever had has a button that controls the power of the microphone on the microphone, and my current microphone, it is basically a touch screen. I don't have to push anything. I can just touch it. I actually kind of wonder how they do that. Like, especially when it's made out of rubber. Like, I'm like, how do you make it that sensitive through rubber? I don't, there's like a silicone or something on top of it. And I have no idea how it can like sense that I touch the button at all. It was, I think, pure silence. Ooh, that is the worst. Voice for time. You know what? That is, I had actually got a comment on that video when I published a video talking about it. Latex, maybe? I think it conducts. That sounds about right. But yeah, I think when I posted that video, somebody actually commented on it, and they were like, why don't you just record over it? And I'm like, that would have been a good idea had I not already deleted it right after I edited this together. Did you break 7R arm? I don't know what you mean, Planet. Looks like your your tuber model broken arm. Oh. Hold on. Let me just. Ta-da! This is more of my outfit. Leg gasp. No, I didn't break my arm. It's like one of those Japanese like hall monitor armbands. But I can actually take that off. Please, I have not used these buttons in a while. Nope. Yeah. See, I can take most of the stuff off too. Yeah, no, I disabled the naked button. Don't worry, Gonwi. The naked button has been removed as an option. I am not tempting fate. So those who do not know about VTuber stuff, one of the best things you can do if you want to get multiple outfits for the same model, it looks like you broke your arm, and that's fair. I'm a robot though, so I mean, eh, eh. But yeah, so to those who don't know about VTuber models, if you want to reuse a VTuber model for multiple outfits, it's actually really beneficial to get a nude base. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you should have like all your jubblies out, but it means that in case you have any skin showing that's not shown under your outfit, it doesn't have to get redrawn. So underneath where all of the outfits are, yeah, it's Barbie dolled. So then you could, anything that would be shown on a new model, if you wanted to get a new outfit, is there. You know, you can still show it without having to redraw things, and it makes everything easier for doing new stuff later on. If that makes sense. So but yeah, so this model to get live 2D was so expensive. This is just me being honest. It was like, this was saving up for like a year and a half to get. So as far as like, I was just like, I'm not getting another outfit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting another model just yet. God, I keep pushing the wrong buttons. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm not getting a new outfit. It doesn't. Essentially, if you wanted to get a new outfit, like it's, you know, protect the tummy, yes. But yeah, essentially, it's just so that someone can draw. If I wanted to get a new outfit, they would just take the nude base and draw the new outfit over it. And instead of having to erase the current outfit and then try to figure out what's under it, if anything was exposed differently. If that makes sense. Like, if you look at my neck, like where it connects to like my shoulders, how it's like covered by like my top, you would have to draw, like if I wanted a lower neckline for an outfit for like my next outfit, they would have to redraw my entire torso to have that all connect if I didn't have the nude base. Anyways, that's like that's like talk. That's like the tech talk. I don't know how much any of y'all care about that. But yeah, like I said, I have another outfit planned, but I'm not sure if I want to actually go for that just yet, just because as exciting as that would be, I am also like, I don't know if that would be like the best direction to pursue at the current moment, just because that would probably be pricey, but we'll see. Like I said, I'll keep talking and budgeting and figuring stuff out. But now that we are past TwitchCon, like I was saying, it should be way easier. Um, yeah. Um, what? But yeah, uh, but yeah, my lore is that I am. I kind of want another like power. I want a more Power Rangers-y outfit too. On top of that, obviously not like Power Rangers, but like I want something that looks a little, even a touch more uniformy than this. I think it would be kind of nice because it would be good for the lore that I do have. Agua Ranger. Uh, I am member 31 of the Rainbow 38. I am turquoise. Combat Unit C31 turquoise of the Rainbow 38. Da-dun, which is basically like an idol tokusatsu combination superhero group. So that gets terminated. Yeah, I have been getting that so much since that meme happened. And I'm like, y'all just show up and start throwing racial slurs at me? Come on, that's not cool. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I get it's a meme, but like, if you think about it, I know what you were going for. I see through you. Power Ranger anime. Oh yeah, where it's like the Red Ranger from like a Power Rangers team gets sent to another, gets isekai'd. I wanted to watch that. I never got around to it, but I wanted to watch it. I'm like a little bit behind on anime. For okay, can I just say, as an anime fan, I'm a little disappointed that in myself that the animes I have the easiest time committing to and actually watching all the way through are animes that to me feel casual, with like that key quote. So like I will watch a lot of like I will watch like the anime equivalent of rom-coms and I'll be like, that was great. And I'll actually watch all of it. But then when it comes to something like shonen, I will watch like 3/4 of it and then just stop for some reason, like I did with like the last 3 episodes of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I just didn't watch them. Just like, all right, we're good. I get the gist of it. Some of the cooking in Another World style anime. Okay, if the anime is about cooking, I love it. It's like instant favorite. So like campfire cooking, I love that. I love the campfire cooking anime. Shokugeki no Soma was like one of my favorite animes. And yes, I know the first little while is lewd, but it gets less lewd as it goes. That's what happens when I'm pretty sure the creator of Shokugeki no Soma was a hentai artist, and then they decided to move on to trying to make a regular like anime. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm pretty sure that's why it started off lewd, is they had to like adjust. They had to calibrate to like a normal audience. But yeah, Shokugeki no Soma, campfire cooking. Uh I watched this I don't even know what it's called. Food for the Soul, which is like a cooking anime. I don't know. Anytime there's anime food in an anime, it's just an instant I have to watch this. Just I am addicted to like anime cooking shows. I'm addicted to cooking shows in general. You know what? I also watch a lot of gastronauts on Dropout. Like I got Dropout originally for like legitimately for uh 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 Game Changers and Dimension 20. And now the only thing I watch on it, I am so far behind on Dimension 20, I kind of gave up. But I am so invested in Gastronauts, their cooking show on Dropout. I am so invested in that. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I so it's just like they're like, we're gonna give you an actual real life piece of the moon. It is such a good show. Like it is like peak the exact kind of cooking show that I would like. I'm sorry, Planet. I feel that though. I'm so yeah, the funny thing is that like did I ever tell you guys about the cooking show idea I had forever ago? This was this did not happen. This is for a so this is the cooking show idea that was before I became a VTuber because I wanted to make something on YouTube because that was before I even knew what a streamer would like before I knew anything at all about Twitch, really. I was trying to think of some stuff to do on YouTube, and one of my big projects that fell through was I was trying to make a live action tokusatsu show like Power Rangers esque. But the other idea for a show I wanted to do was a cooking show, and it was going to be called Bomb Shelter Buffet. And the idea was it was an post-apocalyptic themed cooking show where all of your food items are in cans. It's all in cans, and occasionally you'll get something that occasionally you will get something else, but essentially you get to spin a wheel to see if you get new ingredients, but you have to save all the ingredients from all the previous days as like you have to actually make it last as part of like surviving. I think the premise was like a band of raiders have taken you hostage and you have to cook, and you were just trying to like outlast the other cooks before so you don't get taken out into the wasteland and dropped off somewhere because they don't want to take care of you. And that was like the whole premise of the cooking show. I had done stuff for it too. I bought like an axe, like an actual like a fire axe, and I taped it into a mic stand. I've actually since the taken this apart, by the way. But it's the reason I own a fire axe is because I had it duct taped to a mic stand that I just also just have, and it was going to be the mic stand was a fire axe on one end, and that so it would hold itself up. And it was going to be a whole thing with like a whole cooking show that was all post-apocalyptic. It was like a whole idea I had that I ended up having to cancel, or it was not so much I canceled it, like it kind of got put off. And at this point, I don't know if I even want to be on camera for anything. But that's in my list of ideas that I still think are amazing and would have loved to have done. Like I wish that was on like my resume. I'm Hunter game. But yeah, and it would just be stuff like the Raiders have come back with a radioactive beast, and it would just be like a rack of ribs marinated in Mountain Dew for 3 days, but you don't tell them that that's what it was marinated in. So they have to accommodate for the fact that it was a mutant somehow. And by that, it just was like marinated in mystery liquid. You know what I mean? Or something like that. That was like the whole, like a bunch of ideas for that. Just like, it's radioactive. It was, by that we mean we left it in Mountain Dew for 2 days in the fridge. Figure it out. Have fun. But yeah, we even had I even had a friend, not really a friend, I guess it was a friend of my mom's or mom Vion's, who is a huge Mad Max fan, and they actually have a Mad Max vehicle that they drive to the post-apocalypse con in the deserts of Nevada every year. They drive this like apocalyptic race like rusty car, like this big car, and it's got like saw blades and stuff welded to it, and they drive it to Nevada for a Mad Max convention every year, and they were gonna let me borrow the car for like photo ops and for filming. Like it got really far into that one actually got pretty far into production before it ended up getting canceled, before it ended up not working out. Not as far as the Tokusatsu show, which actually had multiple episodes filmed, and they just were terrible because of my lack of knowing how to properly mic anything. That was the big problem with that one, is that I couldn't mic anything. I couldn't put proper mics in any of the shoots we made. Oh my god, Nevada? Yeah, there's an apocalypse convention in Nevada. Somewhere in southern Nevada. That doesn't tell you where I'm at anywhere. It just says that somebody could drive to Nevada from there. That's like what, the entire United States? Plus Canada? It's not like I doxed anything. Ooh, I'm in North America. Ooh, so doxed right now. Yep, doxed. So doxed. They're gonna find me. Please don't try to find me. I don't think I've doxed myself, but on the off chance that I did, please don't. I don't. If you suddenly find me that way, you are not welcome. You only find me if you want to be, if I like offer that. I guess. Oh wait. Ooh, Midnight Diner. Sorry. People sent me stuff. Midnight Diner, Restaurant in Another World. I loved Restaurant to Another World. Campfire Cooking. I watched that. Izakaya. That's been on my to watch list for a while. I'm people. Yeah, by people I meant Anwe. Specifically Anwe. Anwe DM'd me a bunch of cooking anime. And Midnight Diner. You know a guy named Welcome? I've watched these so many times. Oh, another live action show I watched was Samurai Gourmet on Netflix. That was another really good one. It's about a guy who retires, and his wife is still busy with all of her social life, and he doesn't have a social life. So he tries to like just go to restaurants by himself and enjoy food and actually like enjoy his life now that he's retired. It's actually a really good show. And he like connects to his samurai heritage. It's like a whole thing where he's like flashing back to being a samurai eating food for some reason. It's kind of funny, honestly. I really liked it. I don't know a specific person, Welcome. I know some people with that in their name, but specifically no. I feel like I don't, whoever you're talking about, I don't think I know them well enough to claim that I know them, if I do know them, if anything. Um, if I know them at all. Um, but yeah, just as a side note, you know what is an idea I had for a comic that I thought would be funny, but I'm worried might be weird to do? Is so you know how like people like, if like, I've been streaming for a long time at this point. For a little while. This is like 6 years. You are not welcome. Who is that? I don't know where the, oh, I get it. No, I meant like if you know who, if you figure out where I am somehow, and you think that you can just show up and be like, "Hello, friend," you are instantly not, that's not how that goes down. Instead, you're like, "Oh god, how did you find me? That, get away, please, immediately." You know what I mean? You can encounter me somewhere in the wild, and if you say something, you can maybe say something, I guess. Just don't pick pictures. But like, don't try to find my house or something. Boo. Hi, Terrence. Um, welcome in, Terrence. Uh, next game you'll play on stream, I'll definitely be there to see it. Well, thank you, Nation. I really appreciate it. So yeah, next game currently planned is, I believe we're gonna do Callisto Protocol to try to sneak out one more horror game before the season's up, because the horror game that we decided to do for this year for October ended up not really being horror. Neo. Neo. I remember. I'm sorry if I will apologize again in case I forget. You just well, I gotta leave. I walked for a week to get here. Oh. Did you? Yes, I did finish Dispatch. I finished it yesterday. So if you want to watch that, the VOD should be up on YouTube. If you want to watch me play it specifically, it was so good. I need a season 2 in my veins. Um, but yeah, but it's okay, friend. Yeah. But yeah, but I was just saying something. Do you have 2 chats? Yes. So I am simulcasting on 3 things currently. I'm simulcasting on YouTube, I'm simulcasting on Twitch, and I'm simulcasting on Twitter. Game I was intending to play. Yes. So the game we played for October was Dino Crisis. And Dino Crisis, I was under the impression that it was a horror franchise like Resident Evil. And the first one is, but everything after the first game is more like an action arcade type of game. It's a really weird franchise, but yeah, it didn't end up being very horror-y. So we're gonna do a late horror game of Callisto Protocol. It's a game by the Dead Space people. It'll be fun. So that'll be probably what we do tomorrow. Um, but yeah, we have 2 chats. We're simulcasting across Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I actually have the stuff to simulcast to TikTok as well, but I'll be honest, I am slacking, and I did not want to actually set that up. And especially when I didn't know what I was gonna do yet today. This turned into a just chatting stream. So whoopee. But yeah, since this became a just chatting stream, it because at this point that's probably what the whole stream's gonna be. But since it's just a just chatting stream, it didn't feel quite right to do a ton of effort to do, just since I didn't plan it. What about on Kick? I have a Kick. I don't use it. We have a Discord server. Yeah, let's see here. Let me find yeah, no, I'll send you a link to the Discord server. Oh, thank you, Anwi. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll copy and paste that over to the YouTube. How do I post that directly to the YouTube? 1 second. Boobity boobity doobity. Okay. There you go. Yeah, no, feel free to join. I really appreciate people joining that, because like I said, that is the best way to be up to date on anything that I do. Follow me on all the socials. Like I said, I do YouTube. I like nowadays I try to simulcast on at least Twitch and YouTube every single time. Twitter is also super convenient, and I get to skip out on having to do the whole promote myself on Twitter thing. I'm just live on Twitter. I don't know. That always made me feel kind of uncomfy to be like, hey, Twitter, follow me, go watch my stuff. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, you guys can feel free to join. Discord, follow me on all the stuff. I post somewhat regularly on TikTok with the little talkies, little like talkie to the camera videos. We are working on getting some more stuff for YouTube, and I have been a Twitch streamer for 5 years. So, but yeah, welcome in. I hope you guys all have a wonderful time. Um, through ZN M&Ms, perfect. Didn't notice until now. Yo, I haven't actually had M&Ms in forever. Like, I like M&Ms, but like, I think the last time I had an M&M was when they had the cookie dough ones, where it was like cookie dough filled M&Ms, and then I was like, that is sounds so good that I just need to go ahead and buy that. Yeah, I kind of don't do sweets anymore. I've been trying to get away from sweets. If I do sweets now, it's ice cream or nothing because I love ice cream. So to me, like I don't really do any other desserts. Been a YouTuber for exactly 1 year. Nice. I went savory. Yeah. So like that is generally what I want. I don't want something that savory is like my favorite, my preferred like flavor, I think. Just like I want okay, so this is actually a funny, you know what is another idea I've had that I kind of want to make, but I don't know how well, I don't know how to actually make this happen. I have had the idea, and this is like one of those ideas where I'm like, I don't think I can really pursue this, even though I think it's a brilliant idea. Meat flavored potato chips. And I know what you're thinking, what do you meat flavored potato chips? But have you ever had like the rotisserie chicken Pringles? Like that's basically already one flavor, like roast chicken, right? But I would also have like a steak, and I would have like ribs, and I would do like full on like meat flavored dishes and have whole like I said, something about that sounds really appealing to me. So Lay's has a few meaty chips. Yeah, I'm sure they do. But like they have barbecue, that's kind of meat flavored chips, I guess. But roast chicken is actually your favorite. That's one's my favorite too, actually. So that's like the whole idea is like I said, I really like savory. I'm with you on the savory. Savory is the best. Like I said, I like sweet things, but like I'm also like I don't know. The thing with sweet things is that like while I like it, it's also like it tastes like I'm being unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like I like this, but it tastes fat. It makes tastes like I'm being fat, so I don't want to have it. You know? Barbecue flavored chips? Yeah, no, they are barbecue chips are like super common in North America at least. With chips it is though. Yeah, true. But yeah, that was an idea for chips that I never got through. I had a whole idea for making them like dinosaur themed. Another dinosaur thing with me. You know, you never realize how much you're into something until you start talking about it all the time. I'm like, man, I'm really into dinosaurs. I bring up dinosaurs a lot. I've seen bacon flavored chips. I go for roasted green peas, walnuts, seaweed snacks. I love like seaweed. Seaweed is so good. So I don't really do chips either for that matter. It was an idea with chips that I had, but I don't normally do chips. I usually go popcorn. Dinosaurs, what are you? Artistic? Yes. Anyway, I usually go almonds too. Almonds over walnuts. Walnuts have kind of a funky taste, honestly, in my opinion. Um, or cashews. I love cashews. But yeah, someone was telling me I should try to do Air fried chickpeas or garbanzo beans or whatever. Somebody was telling me that they have, like, if you air fry garbanzo beans, they have the same texture as Cheetos. And then you just put your own seasoning powder on it. And there's like recipes for making your own seasoning powder to make it taste like other chips. Like there is a recipe for the Dorito flavor powder, and like just Doritos as an example. I just use that as an example, but because that's not even the chip I would probably choose anyway if I was to make it flavored like a chip. But the thing is that like I actually really love like the crunchy Cheeto flavor. So if that's what they taste like, I'm kind of like, maybe that should just be a new chip for me, because like garbanzo or like chickpeas have so much, they have like no carbs and a ton of protein in them, and they're actually like really healthy for you. And I'm just like, man, if like just a good healthy snack, like, you know, go give me one of those like apocalypse like bomb shelter cans like of chickpeas, and just air fry them all and toss them in like wasabi paste or something. Rice and chickpeas are apparently a whole protein. Yeah, exactly. Like that's healthy. Like maybe not healthy to eat like a ton of them, but like as a replacement for chips, that sounds like a really good deal. Especially because like chickpeas aren't like, it's not like chickpeas are expensive. They're cheap, really. Like, and I have an air fryer. Like I have the stuff to do that. Sorry, taking a drink. But yeah, but yeah, so but yeah, no, get like some wasabi, make it like wasabi peas because I like those. Or actually, I do really like the puffy like peas that they have for, like, what are those called? They have like a brand, like they're all like salad dressing flavors. I really like those. Like I always get the Caesar salad flavored like pea snack. Local security store for some emergency blocks. Yeah, I don't know what an emergency block is, but you probably should. Dense food. Ah, I see, I see. I last forever. Hmm. I'll be honest, I've been so much of like a camping person that to me it would just be like, emergency happens, I'd probably just go build a fire in the parking lot and heat up some ramen noodles. You know what I mean? Like I'm that person. Like I used to go camping all the time, so like I could do that safely. But yeah, but yeah, no, it's really fun. I want to go camping again. I haven't been camping in forever. It's no longer the season I could go do that, but man, I should plan a camping trip again. Cuz I don't know, there's just something nice about like, going out into nature and just like making food. That's I think it's funny that that is like the highlight of camping to me is, what are you going to eat while you're camping? That's like the cooking over a campfire is like the highlight for me. I always find that really fun cuz yeah, no, like I am the type who is straight up like roasted a whole turkey with my friends over a campfire over the course of like 8 hours. Like we built a spit and roasted a turkey on a campfire as our like big camping food. I want to do it right now, but it's hovering around 0 Celsius. Yeah, yeah. Let me just quickly go look up what that is in freedom units. 0 C. Not the OC drama TV show. 32. Oh, that's not bad at all. It was 7 degrees here the other day. Ice. Ice baby. Bum ba dum ba dum bum. I grew up very like the place I grew up was in like like in the mountains. So like to me anything above 0 isn't cold. Like I mean it can be cold, but it's not like cold. You know what I mean? That makes me feel like an old person even saying that. But you know what I mean? It's just like it can be cold, but it's not like I don't need a jacket until like it's like 10 degrees even. So, you know, funny enough, like me and my friends used to go for walks at negative when it was negative 40 outside. But that's Fahrenheit. Which okay, actually negative 40 is one of those temperatures that bother me because especially if I try to convert it into Celsius, because if I remember right, negative 40 in Celsius is negative 40 in Fahrenheit. Why are they the same? It doesn't make any sense for negative 40 to be the same. Yeah, why is that the same? That doesn't make any sense. That feels like it has to be math. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the non-Americans. Fahrenheit is the only imperial measurement that makes sense. All the other ones I will give you. They're bad. The only plus side is it's easier to say you're like 5'10" or whatever than it is to be like I'm 165 centimeters. That's like the only other bonus to the imperial system. But Fahrenheit, it's is it below 0 is cold, 100 is hot to a human being. I don't care when water freezes. I care when it's cold. It's like to human perspective. Uh legitimately, it's the measurements is when does the temperature get dangerous for a human to be outside in? You know, Celsius is scientific. Yes, and I will give you, I actually think using both is the proper way. And I think having both is actually probably better. You are water, well, you're a robot. So what oil do you have in you? I'm sure I have antifreeze or something. I, I'll be honest, I haven't thought the, like, what, am I supposed to be like, yeah, no, I'm a Pennzoil girly. What, like, am I supposed to just throw out like a brand? What do you mean? What kind of oil do you have in you? Um, America secretly uses both. I am of the opinion, this is going to be maybe this is a statement. I'm of the opinion that I think that only if you get sponsored. God, that'd be so funny. Just be a robot VTuber and get sponsored by auto parts and just be like, "Oh, those are in here somewhere." Just like, yeah, no, I was serviced by Big O tires or whatever. Just or you know what I mean? It's just something about that's really funny. I am Michelin man approved. Like a race car, that'd be so funny. Um but yeah, no, I'm of the opinion when it comes to metric, I think America should start posting both on everything. Everything should have I think that's the easiest way to get people to convert. Post both. Just be like, okay, so we replace the signs for like the driving signs. I'll use this as an example. There's speed limit signs, right? We replace those once every 10 years. Just make it requirement that next time they get replaced, they have to have both both metric and imperial on them. Design the signs for it. Have the signs have both of them together. There was a space incident because of this. Yes? Yeah. Yeah, let's just do what Canada does. Canada and Britain do, and just mix the systems together. So put metric and imperial on like the traffic signs. That's probably the easiest one anyway, because people already drive from other countries through here. Having both just makes sense. You can market it for that way to the public. All right. When you replace it again, drop imperial. Easy. 20 years. It takes 20 years. Or you can leave it as both and maybe have it be 2 replacements. But there, now we're on metric. That's like the big one. Because a lot of our products already get sold in metric. Like soda, for some reason, is sold in liters. Why is soda sold as liters? The reason why is actually because they don't want to. They don't actually want to. They want to be able to sell the bottle without changing anything to other countries. So it's the exact same bottle in Canada as it is in America. Specifically, I think it's specifically that actually. Canada and maybe parts of Europe or something. But yeah, like we have a bunch of random products that are already in metric, and just keep pushing that. Make it everyone do both. It's fair. But Fahrenheit's the one thing that I'm like, I don't want to drop, because like 100 is hot, 0 is cold. You can go outside afterwards, but you have to make accommodations. Like when water freezes is too high of a temperature for it to matter for the average person. It's going to be negative. Like where I live, the majority of like a significant part of the year will be negative. It'll be like -10 for like 6 months of the year. More often than not, it'll be like negative something. And that doesn't make any sense. Like to base your system off of, I think. But also, what do I know? Why are you listening to me talk about this? Somebody important should have opinions on this, not me. Anyway, I've thought about this a lot because I've had this conversation with people a lot. But yeah, there was a space incident because of that. Yeah, they blew up a space thing because they put it in metric and instead of imperial, and it blew up, or something. Maybe it was backwards. From negative 40-ish to 40-ish, decent range. Yeah, so like it feels like most of the time it'll be in the negatives or in the low numbers, and like water boils at such a high temperature. It's like 300 something in Fahrenheit, that I feel like for warmer temperatures it just suddenly doesn't matter anymore. Like I like my house to be about 69 degrees nice. Got to keep them servos cool, right? But 69, like 65 through 75 is 1 decimal of like of temperature. It's like 10 whole decimals of temperature as 1 point in Celsius. And like I could feel a dramatic difference between 69, 60 or 65, 70 and 75. I feel a huge difference personally as a human being. To finish my thought on that, yeah. I feel a difference. So I'm like, I don't like the metric system for that one. Everything else is fine. I'm with you on everything else. We should change. But I will defend Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit makes sense. -20, make it stop. -10, winter coat. 0 coat. 10 winter, 10 sweater, 20 t-shirt. Uh uh I'm just saying, I feel like especially as far as like how cold you want like your house to be, like there's sweet spots. Like I said, my 69 degrees where it feels nice. And I can actually feel a difference between 69 and like 70, 72 even. You know, like that 71, 70 through 70, like 2 or 3 region. It like a big difference. 69s feel nice. Yeah, 69 does feel nice. Yep. Anyway, on the oh look, a new subject. So but you know something else that I actually really wanted to do that I haven't actually gotten around to doing that I thought would be kind of fun. I kind of want to try another cooking stream. Like it has been a long time since I did one. When we did one previously, I tried to do a cooking stream of sushi, and I'll be honest, I actually forgot a lot of my training from when I was a sushi chef, so it was kind of embarrassing. So I noted. So I forgot a lot of my training, and that was kind of a bummer. But for snows today, I earned for -30 C. Keep fish. E. But yeah, so it was a little bit embarrassing. I didn't really enjoy how it went down, but I 100% know exactly how like Onigiri does her cooking streams. I just watched her do it for a while and I'm like, "Oh, this is easy. I could do this." So, now I'm like, I want to do that. So I kind of want to do I think it'd be really fun to do like a cooking stream at some point. That might be I want to do more interesting stuff. I feel like I'm boring. The cutout tuber thing, basically she has like floating hands like Rayman that does work and she's green screened in. And she's just a VTuber behind doing stuff. She's the VTuber with tracking, but then it just takes multiple computers and uh yeah, takes about 2 computers, a camera, green screen it out. It's a process, but it's a very doable process. And I'm like, why don't I do something like that? That would be really fun, especially since I know how she's doing it. So, you know? So that's on my list of ideas to try at some point. I don't know. We're kind of just like rambling today, just kind of saying stuff. But I am so glad that that we figured out like our what we're going to be doing going forward for a minute cuz like yearn even. Yeah, I haven't gotten sushi in forever. I want sushi. I need to go get sushi again. I haven't had sushi in a while. I have a sushi restaurant near me that on Tuesdays, the nigiri is $2 a plate. So I will very frequently go there and get like $20 worth of nigiri. Like I used to. It was such a good deal. I love that. Over the counter is a back layer. Yeah, exactly. And so like I said, doing like something like the cutout for a cooking stream would be it's doable. It's not hard. It just would be complicated to set up. But one like I know how to set it up. I watched it enough to figure out exactly how everything is done. So now I'm like, I could do that, but then I don't do it. So uh but yeah, someday winter is coming. You know, so like I don't know. I need to start thinking about some ideas for Japanese place near me, small, cozy, good service, but pricey. That sounds lovely. One of my favorite places to go that I used to go to was I used to be a frequent like a regular at this Japanese restaurant and it was actually better for everything but the sushi. Like I would go there and I would get like katsudon plates or or not Korean barbecue. What am I talking about? Or like a yakiniku platter or uh just like all that kind of stuff. That was way more like the stuff that I like to eat there. And like I said, it was really I really liked doing that, going there every single week. Like I could get food for really good cheap price. But yeah, I don't know. I miss being the regular for a restaurant. You know, that was always so nice. I miss having diners. That's actually a big one. ever since COVID, all the diners near me, especially all the 24-hour diners, are just out of business. They're gone. So, like, I miss having a place I could go to at like 1 a.m. and go and get myself like a burger and just like chill and talk with people for a minute. I did a regular joke once. Yeah. Um, but yeah, like I said, I miss having like a place that I could just go to all the time. Also, that's interesting. Your nod message disappeared. It just doesn't, it's not on here. Um, Rattle Me Bones, hi, welcome in. How are you? But yeah, honestly, also, like, just when I did the snow thing, because I thought of it, I absolutely totally forgot that I had all of these like effects on here like this. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't messed with these in forever. Like cell shaded cell, or before you is two pills, a red and a blue pill. If you take the red one, you wake up like it's a dream, but the blue one means you will see. Anyway, they both knew my regular. I will say I did cut back on my going to that restaurant because at one point they literally figured out that they would take my order before I even got there. I would show up and they'd be like, "Ah, one of those, got it," and I'll be like, "No, what if I wanted something else today?" Yo, leftover pizza. Are you eating it cold or warmed up? There's a correct answer. But are you or a loved one you know depressed? You may be licensed for compensation through access to Celvion. I don't know. I'm just messing with stuff now. Cold? Let's go! The best way to eat pizza. And I will fight that. I actually think that cold pizza is better than hot pizza sometimes. There are pizza places that are better cold than hot. And I think that is crazy. It's called Pizza Hut. For some reason, Pizza Hut makes the best cold pizza, but it as a hot pizza, it is so greasy that I'm not a fan of it. So it's just like, I just find it so funny. But yeah, the things that make a good hot slice of pizza is different than the things that make a good cold slice of pizza. And that isn't that fascinating? Like, I sit and think about this way too much just because I'm like, because like Little Caesars does not have enough like moisture in it to be a good cold pizza, but Little Caesars is amazing hot. Like, I love Little Caesars. I get Little Caesars all the time. That's like my go-to pizza place, honestly. Even though Domino's is cheaper. You know, and it's like something about Little Caesars pizza makes it really bad as cold pizza. And it's just like it's like there's like secret rules for what makes a good cold slice of pizza. But anyway, I I love cold pizza, so yeah. Oh, that's what that one does? Okay. I couldn't read that button. I'm just like messing with I have the buttons open. Pizza science. Yeah, pizza science. Taking it old. Wait. Taking it old school with the pizza science. Even older school. Actually, this just looks like it's censored now that I'm looking at it. 16-bit. Uh all right, effects off. I'm going to stop playing with that. Anyway, I was just like, "Yo, I got things. Push the buttons. ADHD cell. Go." I am I have aggressively unmedicated ADHD. And I feel like people forget that sometimes. Also, like, I very frequently will have like a fidget toy that I'll sit and play with while I am streaming. I especially when I do these just chatting streams. If I'm playing like a game, I don't need it. But like when I'm doing these just chatting streams, I very typically have like a fidget toy or something, and I do not have that today. I put it away because I found out that you could hear me playing with it in a bunch of like my VODs, and I realized that's kind of embarrassing. So now I'm like, man, and I don't know how to adjust the noise gate that it doesn't pick that up because I've already have the noise gate all set up. So, ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? So now it's like, well, shoot. Let's uh let's figure this out. Let's just you know, try to deal with it. That's fair. Yeah. So, yeah. My brain needs something to mess with while if I don't have enough stimulus happening. But 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 yeah, pizza science. Gotta love pizza science. Man, I wish pizza wasn't bad for you. I wish pizza was healthy. Why can't pizza be healthy? I'm like, I'm trying to I'm trying to be a little bit healthier lately because in like the worst time ever for it, right before Christmas. But I'm like, I want to be a little bit healthier. I've been like trying to eat healthier and stuff, and then obviously, but then I get the craving for pizza, and I get all the time, and I'm just like, I want pizza, and then I'll go get pizza, and I'll be like, shoot, I shouldn't have ate pizza. I'm like, why can't pizza be healthy? Pizza's my usual like unhealthy meal that I'll go and have too regularly. But Savannah, do la bambada. Oh. So something that I think is really cool that so I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball. To anybody who is new here, hi, I'm a nerd. I like everything. Hi. But one of my favorite things about Dragon Ball is like the vehicles and buildings designs that Akira Toriyama does. And I found out that apparently the Labubu people are selling blind boxes of the vehicles from Dragon Ball. And that's like a whole thing that they just sell. And I'm like, I need all of these because all of the vehicles in that show are so cool. A pie of balanced mixed of ingredients is unhealthy. The mortal coil hath failed us. Right? I feel like pizza should not be unhealthy. But apparently they put a lot of sugar. It goes into pizza sauce specifically. And beyond that, bread is not really that good for you most of the time. Labubu car. I know, right? Why the Labubu car? I don't get it. Why the Labubu people? I don't actually dislike the Labubus. I just am like, I don't know. I went to like the Pop Mart and everything. Like somehow when I went to the Pop Mart, like I thought everything there last time I went to one was ugly except for the Labubus, which were kind of cute, I guess. I'm not really a Labubu person, I think. I feel like I'd be more of a fan of Sanrio than Labubu as far as cute things people spend too much money on. But yeah, no, but yeah, with pizza, cheese is unhealthy. The sugar in the pizza sauce is unhealthy. Most of the toppings have an unhealthy amount of like your entire daily dose of salt. Bread, cheese, sugar sauce. It's terrible. you know, all too much salt, too much sugar, too much bread, too much fat. And apparently that's just unhealthy for you somehow. All those things. Super calorically dense food, pizza. And I'm like, why can't we invent a healthy pizza? And I mean, we kind of did with like the cauliflower pizzas, but those are expensive. Like, I could get like for a frozen cauliflower pizza, I could get a pizza half the size. I could get like two pizzas twice the size of the cauliflower pizza. It just does not feel like a good financial decision, you know? Uh but yeah, also what? What? Um so yeah. Okay. What? La Boo Boo car. I hate that I've like low key kind of got a little bit into collecting Hot Wheels ever since I actually picked up Hot Wheels for the Cyberpunk car at my local grocery store because they had the Cyberpunk car Hot Wheels at my local grocery store. And then I went and bought the Batmobiles because they also had the Batmobiles there. And now part of me is like, man, am I collecting Hot Wheels? Why am I collecting Hot Wheels? So now I'll see Hot Wheels places and I'll be like, is that a cool enough design that I want it? And it's always no, but I'm like, why did you have to start another collection, Cell? Grr. For the record, I have exactly 4 Hot Wheels. So it's not even like a collection. It's just a Cell has some things of a thing, and now they want all of the things. I actually showed off one of my last big collections that I got into the other day. Not the other day. It was like a little bit before like a little bit before TwitchCon, I think. Anyway, I showed off my geeky tikis, like how I have a ton of geeky tikis, and I showed off pictures of all the geeky tikis I had. Not like my exact ones, but how I was collecting these dumb tiki mugs because I thought they were cool. And thus, Cell has a tiki bar in their house, basically. Because I just have a bunch of these like tiki bar mugs of like Marvel characters and Mass Effect and stuff. But then they just kept releasing more and more of them, and then it was like, oh well, I guess, you know what I mean? Oh well, I guess we have these. You know what I mean? It became very like eh, you know, just like I don't know how much I care anymore because you know, it was one thing when you were trying to collect all of a set to be like, yeah, but if that set keeps getting expanded more and more and more until it would be like financially unwise to even try to collect them, especially when they are limited release, then it starts being like, oh, maybe not. That's like one of the things that gets me out of like hobbies the most is like just not wanting to them like just putting out too much stuff. Like if like sometimes with those kind of like collectible-y things, if I actually get into them, which I don't get into stuff like that very often. I have never been the type to have like super huge collections of well, like to just pick up new things to get collections of. But like one of the easiest things to get me out of love, make me fall out of love with like a collectible is to release too much to the point where it'd be impossible to keep up with. You know what I mean? If you're putting out like a set of 5 things and they're all $10, you should do that once a year. Otherwise, I can't keep up with it. I would, you know what I mean? But yeah, um, but yeah, I had all these like geeky tiki mugs, and I thought they were really cool. I bought a couple myself, and then I had then family were like, "Sell, you like these?" and just buying me stuff like random ones. And so I have a big collection of those now. But Honestly, I've noticed I've kind of cut down on my spending for like fun stuff for a while now. Like all of my fun money ends up going into streaming now. Like I don't buy physical copies of games. I don't buy any of my collectibles for the most part except for on whims like with the Hot Wheels, I guess. I kind of did that on like a random whim, I suppose. But you know, I don't do a lot of that kind of stuff anymore just cuz like it always feels like it's a bad way use of my money, my muns. Like, oh yeah, you should not be doing that. So I never actually go for it anymore. But yeah, so boy, uh boy. Uh but yeah, no, I've been shopping around for hold on. Yeah, I've already talked about that today. The new Has Been season has been so good. We have a few more episodes left. I have been loving it. The new episode is so good. What is it? Yeah, so wait. What yeah, so um like a good how what direction did I take that yeah so yeah yeah so um blah. Anyway, so I have been God, I am like verbal ticking so bad today. I think that's something I need to go work on again because I've noticed I do a lot of filler words again. I sit and train myself to not do those, and then every time and then I'll like forget about it for a while, and then I'll hear myself talk, and I will just be like, "Oh my god, I'm putting in so many filler words. What happened? We trained that down. We weren't doing that anymore." No. You know what I mean? So, like there, I just did it. Grr. But yeah. But yeah, no, the new Has Been Hotel episode, the new Has Been Hotel season has been so good. I've been uh that whole twist in the newest episode. You know, part of me actually I found out that apparently I can actually watch that on Twitch. Like apparently you can watch anything on Amazon Prime on Twitch. You just can't post it other places. So I really could just stream watching Has Been Hotel. That's an option, apparently. And that's insane to me that I could just watch all of Amazon Prime on stream. But yeah, I just find that really funny. But yeah, but yeah, I've been really enjoying that. The new season is so good. The twist in the newest episode, my jaw was on the floor. It didn't even occur to me. I was like, no, wait, that can happen? Wait, you know, because I don't know. It made so much sense, but I also was just like, it just like, I would never have thought of that. So it's just like, dang, there was so much separation that it would never occurred to me. But yeah, so, girl, um, but yeah, the only other show I've been watching lately is the Campfire Cooking new season. I you know, I like that show. The new season kind of feels unnecessary to me. I feel like that's the case with a lot of the isekai that get multiple seasons. Cause like I watched the vending machine season, the new vending machine season not that long ago too. And was it season 2 or 3? Season 2. Yeah, like I watched the vending machine isekai last season, and the first season was good in the sense that like it was actually like shockingly good. Like I feel like they got all of their ideas out and then it was good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like they got all of the ideas out. And it feels like instead of season 2 being necessary, it feels like season 1 should have probably just gotten a few more episodes and wrapped up its plot. Cuz season 2 felt a little superfluous, at least in the beginning. I will say, as it kind of went on, I kind of was happy with season 2, but that's something I've noticed with isekai anime, that if they get seasons on top of like their original run, they always feel unnecessary. They're like, yeah, we got the idea of this. You didn't need to keep going. Kind of. You know what I mean? Like, and this is someone who actually has taken to actually liking isekai. I didn't used to like isekai, but then, I started working more and isekai started being kind of nice. They have a good vibe to them when you're not enjoying real life as much. You know what I mean? I I will say though, I think it's really funny that like I see a lot of people complain about people like disliking isekai anime because they're not trying to get back to their world, and I'm like, if they died, they're dead. That world is gone. They're done with it. Like, it's like, you got reincarnated. If you get reincarnated, I'm pretty sure even if you can remember your past life, you probably, are done with it. Like, I don't maybe it's just me. I'm the one who I get that. Like that makes sense to me. But I see so many people just being like, Overlord's a bad anime because he wasn't trying to get back to the real world. And I'm like, that is the real world to him. Like that is the real world now. He just went to another world. I don't get why you're so confused here. And so on and so forth. But you know who did it best? Log Horizon. They actually got trapped in an actual video game, which was Final Fantasy 14, and they actually had all the consequences and actually talked about having a world run by game logic. That was like a center point to the plot, is living in a world ran by game logic, becoming more real, but without becoming all the way real, just like by just the metric of being, in that world physically as a living being with agency. Like Log Horizon just did it best, I think, as far as isekais go. And I'm so sad that that is basically fizzled out and there's no more novel. I don't believe there's more novels getting written. So the manga caught up with the light novel and then the anime caught up with the manga. So we're just out of Log Horizon, and that was like one of my favorites as far as like the isekai genre goes. But yeah. But yeah, so like I said, upcoming things we got some fun stuff coming up. Sorry it's been so whatever lately. It should be getting better soon. I'm going to start trying to make some more plans. I want to start doing some more things that are not me just playing a game. I like the game streams as just a Cell does not have to plan much. They can go live, talk for a minute, and then play a game and just react to the game. But I want to start planning more like actual planned streams because like I watched a like I'm so funny enough, I started watching some other streamers, some bigger streamers who do some cool, interesting things. And a lot of what they end up doing that I feel like maybe is part of why, because like I never do this kind of stuff. And so it might be part of why I don't know. It's just one of those things, like, maybe that would be a good thing to try to do, is they always have a couple streams every week that's not a game. It's like, we're gonna eat every Pop-Tart, or we're gonna do a tier list of all the blah blah blah, or they do stuff like that every week. Like they have like 2 or 3 times a week that they do stuff like that, and the games are kind of just like almost like filler content. And I'm like, maybe I need to be more like that, is something I've been thinking about. Trying to think of fun things to do. So, yeah. Maybe also do more, do some more, like, I don't even know what I was going to say anymore. But yeah, do more stuff like that. I want to do more things like that. Maybe do some more schedules. That's what I was going to say. No worries, Samuel. I appreciate you being here. You, but we are actually probably wrapping up soon-ish. I got like 10 minutes. The stream was too chill. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I am live. Yeah, I need to start wrapping up soonish. I have like maybe 10, 20 minutes left. I started stream a little bit late today too. Like I said, I got distracted by the Unis Honest news. Which, man, I can't believe I forgot Unis Honest Day. Like that was a YouTube channel that I loved so much. That's the entire reason I'm even a fan of Markiplier, by the way. Like, I wasn't a fan of Markiplier until I actually went through and until I watched Unis Honest as it was coming out. And now Markiplier is miles by miles my favorite YouTuber of all time. But yeah. But yeah, but yeah, today's Unis Honest Day anniversary. They were doing a big fancy stream of it. I'm really hoping the stream will still be there when I get off live today, so I can go back and watch it. but yeah, like I said, today might be a little bit wonky, but in the future, I have a bunch of stuff that I'm working on getting planned up for the future. So I am looking forward to it. Mark is so cool. Markiplier is so cool. I'm so excited for his movie. He is supposedly the movie is supposed to be coming out soon. Like soon. Like I heard December 16th. And I am going to see it in theaters. I love him. I love him too. But yeah, I am going to go see Iron Lung in theaters. I need it. I need his OnlyFans. I mean, he straight up says it's all tasteful. It's all stuff that could be put into a suggestive calendar, is what he said. Something that like, so it's nothing like his OnlyFans is not gonna be. It's not like the Finster OnlyFans, but Markiplier. But you know what still kills me is that Fansly sponsored TwitchCon. Apparently, Fansly sponsors TwitchCon every year. They're one of the sponsors. They don't have a booth or anything. They just set up a sign outside, and that's it. But apparently, Fansly does it every single year, just being like, "We are the place if you want to do that kind of stuff, extra stuff, and you're a streamer." Fansly. And I just find that so funny. But yeah, but I actually apparently a lot of people don't just put that kind of stuff on Fansly. A lot of people apparently like if you know like the Vichibon people, they put behind the scenes stuff for their productions on there. So like it doesn't have to be that kind of stuff. But still, I just think it's funny. You step out of TwitchCon, there's just a giant billboard for Fansly on a truck outside, just like, check out our creators' other places like Fansly. I am not sponsored by Fansly. To the YouTube algorithm, in case they get mad at me for bringing that up. I'm not sponsored. I'm making fun of it, kind of. Not a sponsor. But you know what is a sponsor? Use code Celvion10 at checkout for advanced GG to get 10% off. I love that I've been making that a meme. Anyway. But yeah, no, I actually have this is just as out of curiosity. I had a meme idea about how, like, I found out about a streamer that I really like because people told me I look like them, and I have been around longer, and I was just like, oh no, someone ripped off my style. I better go check them out and see if I see, and see how I feel about it. Oh, I love them. You know what I mean? I thought about trying to make a meme about that, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, ugh, about that meme, about doing that, because it feels very attention seeky from that person. So now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that. So I don't know. Do you guys think that would be weird to do? Just be like, someone stole my style. I better check them out. You know what I mean? Is that, I don't know if that's a funny thing or if that would be just sad. I hope it, I think I'm leaning towards it's not okay not a good meme to do, but I've had that idea. Also, here's another thing that I wanted to do here pretty soon. I've been thinking about going on to Vupe chat. Or Voop chat. If anybody wants to maybe pop in and say hi and do that. It's like a Omegle thing, kinda. Where you can meet other, like, you can meet it's like a VTuber Omegle, where you can go pop in and, like, meet people. And I've been genuinely thinking about doing that because they were sponsoring people and doing it. So I just think that would be, I don't know, that might be a fun thing to go do. Like I said, I've been workshopping some like more ideas that we could do around here. That's not just Cell plays games again. So anyway, I think this is probably a good point to start wrapping up. Like I said, today's stream kind of got cut a little bit short. I need to get better about managing my time. So I am sorry about that. Normally, like, I'll be honest, I don't do well having a end time for stream. I like it so much better when it's just a sell. The only thing that's like keeping you, the only thing that would make you have to end stream is being tired, actually being tired. But I think I should probably wrap up here. And here in the future, I think I need to start just waking up and streaming more. But anyway, with all of that, let's find ourselves someone to raid real quick, and I will wish you all a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Where hopefully I will start it when it's supposed to actually start. Let's see here. Do 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 bum 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 ba dee dee dun dee da run dun 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 da dee 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 da dee dee dum da dum dum dum. Let's go. Maybe I should just, no. You know what? Yeah, let's just raid. You know what? Yeah, let's just raid. Let's raid Viper. But yeah, good night, everybody. I hope you are. Hold on one sec. Raid. So, good night, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful cell of a night. If you enjoyed the show and you haven't yet, please give a follow or subscribe or whatever the platform you're currently on is to make it so you see me again. If you enjoyed the show and you haven't yet, please give a follow or a sub or whatever. It really helps with the algorithms and my self-esteem. If you'd like to join the Discord, you can do so at... Oh, wait. Wow, Cell. You can do so here at our Discord. If you would like to... if you'd like to follow us on our social medias, you can do so here. If you would like to follow us on, or if you'd like to get merch, you can do so. We have a merch store. We have Advanced GG. We are sponsored by Advanced GG. Use code Celvion10 at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. I also get 10% of that if of all purchases. And we have a Patreon and a Throne if you want to do those. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and good night, everybody. Bye-bye. I think I did it all.